Hey everybody, welcome to the OK Dad Relax podcast. I'm not even going to say the number this time because we're starting to get high up there and I don't need to remember. My name is John Silk and this is my son Gage.
Uh,
All right, so last week we had an assignment. I had two movies for you to watch, you had two movies for me to watch. So I'm going to ask you first. The one I really wanted to watch was Carlito's Way. What did you think about it?
I actually really enjoyed Carlito's Way. I kind of was hesitant because I knew that it was about him kind of getting out of the game. So I was like, is it going to be a little slower pace, stuff like that. It was awesome. The way I would see it, because I didn't realize it's made by the same director as Scarface. Um, and I was like, those are very similar movies. But I just think that Carlito's Way was a better Scarface, if anything. Pacino's performance, I think, was better. Um, and I really liked the whole the ending was great. I really enjoyed the ending, and you could kind of see it coming from a mile away if you really paid attention. I
Right.
really liked it. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I really like Carlito's Way. His one of my favorite actors is his cousin, his primo, the fat
Mhm.
dude. He's one of my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
actors. I love that guy, and the
the one
dude
that
winds up
betrays him.
betrays him at the
Yeah.
end. The funny thing about Pacino is he could play an Italian. He played a Cuban in Scarface, and he's playing a Puerto Rican in this one. He just, I don't know. He's all over the place. He's such an awesome actor. He's one of my favorites. I really enjoyed like the fact that he and De Niro went up against each other for the Godfather role. I don't know if you knew
Hmm.
that,
Yeah.
and he won out, but what's his name that directed it? Scorsese.
Scorsese. Yeah.
He no, Scorsese was Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
Was it?
Oh.
Anyway, the directors were so impressed with De Niro, and especially I think he had done Taxi Driver at some point around then, that they decided let's have him play the young Godfather in the second
Right.
one. I don't know if you saw the second one, so it was great. And
Yeah. Yeah.
of course, when they're in the movie Heat together, which was awesome. Which, by the way, I heard they're making a sequel.
I feel like that's unnecessary. Why would they
No, I
make a
agree.
sequel to such a great movie?
I feel like the sequels, when they're rushed, are bad, but when they take 20 years to come up with a good premise, I think that sometimes that a
That's
chance to.
fair.
So, what movie you want to hear about from me that I watched? You had me watch
First,
Akira and Midsummer.
I'm super curious about your opinion on Akira, so I want to hear that first.
I hate to disappoint you. I'm sorry, but I got to do the thumbs
The
down.
thumbs down. You didn't like it?
So I watched it. I'm not gonna lie, I just couldn't get into it. Like I have zero problem watching some type of cartoon movie.
Hmm.
There's just something about anime I don't like. I thought it was a decent story. I really couldn't get into it. I tried my best. I was nothing going on. It was just me and the TV. Your mom was still at work, and I just I like the story. I don't like the anime. The way they do their animation, and it's just I don't know. And
It's also an older
okay.
animation style, so it's
Maybe at some
not
point
as
I'll watch it.
technologically.
Maybe at some point you can have me watch something a little more current with more. I don't know. I assume for someone that watches anime to see the classic, the way they do the animation might be kind of cool. But
Yeah,
I just was not into it. But
that's
I gave
fair.
it a try. I watched it beginning to
I
end. I
I
just
appreciate you trying. I appreciate you.
okay.
That's why I figured I'd give that
A test
as
run.
one of them. Just yeah, just see, I was curious what you'd think about the whole animation and everything of it.
Okay, so Legends of the Fall, long ass movie.
Legends of the Fall. It was a long movie. I just saw Odyssey in theaters, and it felt like the same length, which that's also a task in itself.
Yeah, we just watched
Um,
that bootleg.
yeah, it'll be all right. But
What
Legends
did
of the
you
Fall,
think of Legends of the Fall?
I really enjoyed it. The story was amazing. I mean, like you said, it's so long. There's so much going on. Um,
There were
a lot
so
of
many
unex-
different sub stories. You know,
Yeah, I know exactly. There's so many different things going on, and like with the brothers, like what they do after the younger
hmm
brother dies, and I really like Brad Pitt's performance in it. He really did
Yeah,
well.
that was one of his best acting jobs. Absolutely.
I think him with the long hair. I wish he'd go
Oh,
back to the long hair. I think it looked cool with
he
it.
almost turned me gay. He's so good looking in that movie with that long hair. Oh, yeah. He
But
was there, and it was just such a good performance. Him
it was.
winding up
But
with the Indian girl, the little girl
yeah,
that grew up with, and then she gets killed, and then I felt like they just so wrapped up well at the end when the other brother came back to defend him and his father. That was a great movie.
because I mean, it does wrap up really well. You're right,
Yeah.
and with the, at first, I'm kind of questioning the morals of the characters because they are getting with the wife of or the fiance of their brother that just
I
died.
know, yeah, and then he's getting with the little girl that grew up with him.
Yeah. There's a lot of questionable morality in it, but
That's men.
if you look past that, it's exactly.
We don't think about shit
really
like
good.
that. Yeah, once they're legal. She's legal. All right, so Midsummer, loved it.
Yeah, Midsummer.
Loved
Really?
it. I mean, it was good suspense. A good suspenseful movie. Like something's going on, but you're not really sure what. I really thought that was a good movie. Your mom wants to see it. I told her I didn't know if she'd like it or not. I think she might. I may watch it again with her. I think she would. But yeah, it was a good build up. It was it just kind of like, where's it going? And then I kind of had an inkling where it was going because of, like I said, movies like The Wicker Man, which is an old like 70s movie that I think Nicolas Cage remade it. I think it was called Wicker Man. The remake was called Wicker Man, but it was a good movie. I liked it. I enjoyed that. So I appreciate it.
Is that the Nicolas Cage scene where he's like, not the bees, and they're pouring the bees into his mask?
I think so. I think that is.
That's funny.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. Well, good. I'm glad we liked it. Do you have any other movies that you can think of? I have one if you are thinking, if you want to do, and just one movie, not two movies. That might be too much since we're both kind of busy. And I think it's one I talked about before. I don't think you've seen it. True Romance.
True Romance.
True Romance. Christian Slater. Again, there is a tie-in with the last one. Brad Pitt is in it in a very minor role. You'll be like, oh
Really?
my God, that's Brad Pitt. Yeah. James Gandolfini is in it. Christopher Walker's in it, or Christopher Walken. Dennis Hopper. The scene that they have together is one that you will remember forever. When the two of them are face to face, you'll be like, holy shit. Like, definitely pay attention when that's going on, because what goes on between them is awesome. So you got one
I'll have
for
to
me?
check that out. Not yet. Honestly, if you want to wait till the end of the episode,
Sure.
give me a little bit of time to think about that.
Absolutely.
But I will absolutely come up with a movie.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. And if not, no big deal. Or you could always text me even after the podcast's over, and we'll just kind of address it next week. So you see my new backdrop just for this episode.
Yeah, that's big.
Everything's
Are you going to get yourself a jersey?
He signed. I'm waiting for him. No, I'm not not a basketball jersey guy. I'll probably get a shirt and a hat. But I'm waiting for the introduction. I'm wondering when that's going to happen, when they do the press conference and he's got the jersey and he puts the hat on and all that shit. That's going to be fun. It's amazing how Philly is like the talk of sports town. Not just them, right, the Eagles, that obviously the Phillies, and that's not in a positive way. There's a lot of bad talk with Harper being stupid, and I don't know. It's a great time for those of us that grew up during the bad times in Philly. I mean, we had the 80s, but then after that, for 30 years, I mean, a lot of people don't realize that the city of Philadelphia, even though we have all four major sports, from 1983 when the Sixers won until the Phillies won their World Series in 2008, that was a quarter century. That is 100 seasons of four sports that we didn't win anything, and that was hurtful. It was painful, and it's not like anything after 2008. I mean, we have 2 Super Bowls and nothing else. So thank God for the Eagles, and obviously it doesn't matter. I would trade all three championships for one Eagles Super Bowl. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know. I think I think this year I'm really. I would love to see the Sixers get one. I mean, golly, it's been
No,
forever. I've never.
I
seen
think they
them
definitely make it to the finals.
make it past the conference finals.
Yeah, I think they get to the finals. I think they get to the NBA finals, not just the East.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be a coin flip if they win that. I mean, we'll know. I think we'll know in the first month and a half how they're playing together if they're going to do it all.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a early thing. Like as soon as we see them on the court and how well they mesh, I think it'll take a couple games maybe to see if they're actually legitimate contenders or not. So I'm curious to see their first couple games.
So I saw a question today, and I want to ask you. It was on TV. It was Michael Wilbon. I guess during PTI had asked this of the other dude, and then another sports show was discussing it. Which Philadelphia 76er has the most pressure on him? That's a tough question.
Sixer?
It can't be LeBron. I mean, he's only a $4 million a year player. He doesn't have the pressure.
He already has 4 championships. There's no pressure on him.
It's
I would
definitely
say
not
it's
VJ.
Embiid.
It's definitely not VJ.
It's got to be Embiid.
I don't think it's Embiid. I don't think they expect that much from Embiid. I think they need him to be on the court enough to keep his athleticism and to keep his skills honed for the playoffs. But I don't think they're going to demand a lot of James. I think
which is really where the questions arise for Embiid is the playoffs. So that's kind of why I think he has the most pressure in that regard. Because I mean, we've only seen him really tear it up in a couple playoff series, and he's been in the league since 2014. Yeah, in the Olympics, but he's been in the league for 12 years now, and we've probably seen, like 4 or 5 playoff series where he's actually turned it on and been there and been available the entire time. Which I love the guy, but I would say he has the most pressure on him right now because this is the first time he's had a team where they're like. A roster where they're like, this is championship or nothing. Like, there's no.
I mean, because it's not just Big Five. Now we have depth on that bench with these other signings that we had. Obviously, McCain, Phylon, and then the other dude that they just signed with the 3 names. I'm not real good at that.
Yeah.
The 3-pointer.
Yeah.
But to me, I feel like the pressure is going to be on Jalen Brown. You know, a big trade from Boston. He was a previous finals MVP. He's got the support. He's surrounded by good players. I feel like he's got the pressure. I don't think it's his team. I think it's still Maxie's team, but I think the pressure is on him to show that it wasn't a fluke in Boston. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Which I'm glad you said that it's still Maxie's team. I think we agree on that because he's been putting up numbers for the past 3 years now.
Yes,
he's been there long enough.
He's been there long enough and made so much impact that it's definitely his team. But the good thing is that he's young enough or old enough to have the experience, and we're still going to get him as long as we keep, as long as the management keeps him. He could be around for another damn 10 years.
Exactly. Yeah, I think he's in his 5th or 6th season.
Yeah,
I think this is
30, 31, something like that. I think.
Maxie? Oh no, he's not 30 yet. Oh? He's not even close. I think he's like 25.
No, he's not that young.
I'm looking it up now.
Are you Googling it? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
he's 25 years old.
No shit. I thought he was older 25. Than that. Well, oh shit. Yeah, we definitely got him another 10 years.
Well, you think they get drafted at 19 years old, so he's been in the league for 6 years.
Yeah, I think automatically I'm thinking college football where they're coming in at 23. Okay. And so Eagles open up the training camp, which is awesome.
Yes, big news. Hurts looked awesome.
Hurts looks awesome, and Hurts looks happy. I've seen a lot of videos, and there's no drama coming out of Philly right now.
No, I just saw Ian Rappaport was talking about it, and he was like, I've done camp for Philly for a couple of years now, and he's like, since AJ Brown, he's like, it's been quiet, which is obviously not what you expect out of Philly, but he's like, it's been very quiet, and Hurts has been under center a lot. They've been making deep throws across the middle. which is awesome. We
I
never
heard
saw a single deep throw across the
a
middle.
lot of throws across the middle. Yeah.
Yes, and then the only thing I do have negative is that I haven't seen a lot of Mekhi Lemon receiving. I've seen a lot of him like punt returning, not a lot as far as he's supposed to be our wide receiver too, but it looks like Wicks might be at this point. So I don't know. That's a little questionable. I know he's a slot guy, but I hope that they can get him more involved.
Okay. So, well, I saw, I don't know. The rookie, I don't think he's going to make a splash right off the bat. Let him get his feet wet. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
give
Recently, we've seen a lot of rookies tear it up. We've seen a lot of rookie receivers tear it up.
He's not that giant talent like AJ coming out or some of these other big name receivers coming out of college. I mean, he's more the possession speed guy, I think, than he is the big bulky I'm going up and getting it kind of guy. I don't know. Well, I'll remain optimistic about him. The one thing that really excited me, I saw an interview with Cooper DeJean yesterday, and he said that defense, as good as it is right now, going up because the Eagles jumped right into 11 on 11s. They weren't dicking around. They went straight to it, which is great. And he said that the defense is having a hard time determining if it's going to be a run or a pass because of their formations, because of their motion, because of how they're lining up. And that excites the hell out of me. that defense is having problems. If they're having problems, what are these other defenses going to do?
Right, exactly. When it's the best cornerback room in the league.
Yes.
And then one of the best defensive line rooms in the league. Yeah. One of the best linebacker rooms in the league. The only question is our safety room. And we have Makuba coming back, who he might be a star. And then if he is, our whole problem is solved.
As long as he stays healthy, those gazelles, they hurt them.
Yeah, he's skinny. He's skinny for a safety.
But he hits, though.
He does.
Did you see Jahad Campbell? Vic Fangio announced that he is no longer going to be taking part in the edge rusher camp. They're going to keep him strictly linebacker. Yep.
Awesome. I like that. I like, let him play his natural position.
Right. And that's let Grenard do the edge rushing.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm curious, Grenard. I know he's on the PUP list right now, but I'm curious to see how he does, because there's with that defensive tackle room. And then apparently Jalix Hunt is looking incredible in camp.
And he'll be due a contract next year too. He's going to be
right. He's hungry.
Yeah, so he's going to be playing.
That's all I have to say.
Play for pay. Yeah, he's going to be hungry for sure. And it's going to be an exciting year. So, what else? Phillies struggling. Since the playoffs or since the All-Star game. They've lost 4 consecutive series. They are just sucking. They got swept by the Marlins, who had, I don't know if you pay attention, the Marlins lost 12 in a row, and then they met the Phillies and won 3 in a row. 2 of them were comeback. Sunday, the Phillies were winning 6-0 and lost 8-6. That's
there, and it's getting to be crucial time of the year.
The trade deadline is Monday. Monday afternoon at 4:00 is the trade deadline, and I think I'm wanting the Phillies to start selling off. We're going to have the lockout next year. Start clearing the contracts that they can. I don't think anybody's going to want to take Harper with that giant contract, but some of those middle of the pack guys you can get out and maybe get some prospects from them for after they come back out of lockup. Yeah, Bohm, Stott, even
Turner.
Marsh, Brad. Marsh had a great run. He had over 300 and made the All-Star game. You know what he's hit since? Like 114. 114 or some shit like that. Just some ridiculous number that you're like, oh my God, I could hit 114, And since the All-Star game, Bryce Harper is one of the 8 lowest hitters in the league.
Oh my God,
that's horrible, dude. And he's
so sorry.
And then he's on national TV saying that we need help. We need to get some help. We don't need to get some help. You need to fucking do your job.
Yeah, that's not good, and that's especially with him getting paid so much. I mean, he's getting paid a ridiculous amount of money, and we just gave him like, I mean, he's on a 10-year contract. I don't know how many years up he's.
I think he's got I think he's got at least 8 years left on his contract.
Oh my god! And he's playing like that and asking for help, causing controversy. It's time to get him out. It's time to get him out.
I agree. All right, so we're at 20 minutes right now. I did want to throw this out there. I know we don't have enough listeners to give advice, but I just wanted to throw it out there. We're going to be talking a lot about Philly. So I wanted to get your thought on possibly rebranding our podcast. I kind of want to indicate that it's Philly based, like Philly sports based, with with a lot of other stuff thrown in, especially considering we're in Tennessee. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm super game. I think, obviously we do talk mostly Philly. So that's I'm all for it. If we can come up with something. So
I have some ideas
along the lines,
but I want you to come up with some thoughts as well.
Yes, sir.
Some good mnemonics, some just some catchy, trendy, cool, funny, something that if you saw the podcast name, you would understand that it probably has something to do with Philadelphia. That way, people that are Philly sports fans would see it, and then maybe even combine some Tennessee in there as well. But just think that over, and we'll discuss next time. I have a few names. All right.
I'm all for it.
Okay, good. And then, have you thought of a movie for me yet?
I actually. So, have you seen? It's called Spaceman. It's an Adam Sandler movie.
No, I never saw it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So it's about Adam Sandler. He's an astronaut. It's like a serious role from Adam Sandler, which I don't know if you've seen Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. It was awesome.
He's great inside. It does, and he's great in those serious roles, which I never would expect from Adam Sandler.
I will watch Spaceman. As a matter of fact, I may wait till Mom gets home and watch that with her tonight.
It's on Netflix. It's a little slower. It's a little weird. It's super weird. You're not going to expect any of it from what I'm telling you at all. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Is it as suspenseful as Uncut Gems?
No, not even. It's a completely different kind of movie.
Okay. That Uncut Gems made me like you wanted to yell at the TV, like, "What are you doing, you dumbass?"
Yeah, I know. That's a A24 made by the same people that made Midsummer, Hereditary, all those. Yeah, good. They make great movies.
Good stuff. All right, boy. We're at 23 minutes. You want to wrap it up? You got to get back to work, don't you?
Wrap it up. Unfortunately, yes, I do.
You worked this morning to make any money?
Not really. I was actually pretty decently busy, but I was looking at my wallet and it wasn't reflecting it.
That's right. And then so we'll squeeze in a podcast next week, at least one. But Thursday we're headed down or up to Philly for Phillies game this weekend.
I'm looking forward to it. I got off work, so I'm all ready for it.
All right, well, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe, share their clips if you see them. Gage is on Instagram at gage.silk, gage.cylc. And I am on Instagram at 13foxjohn, all spelled out. And, of course, OK Dad Relax is on Instagram. And YouTube page, follow it, subscribe, and leave a comment if you'd like to. All right, Thanks for watching, Gage. Thanks for hanging out, bud.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.